Hi, how we doing, folks? Your boy Marcus. I wanted to make sure I started the video off with that dramatic ass boom sound effects and Black Ops 1 the firing range. You already know what would be at, man. Every once in a while I like to pop this sucker back in and lay down that serious murder game. You know what you want to do? If you want to make a quick cash cow, if Call of Duty wants to make a quick cash cow, one of these years they should just grab, you know, one of those studios that don't do too good games. Hashtag Infinity War. Just kidding. They should just remake all the Call of Duties, all of them, on Xbox One and PS4 with mad good graphics and crazy wild ass online gameplay with dedicated servers and no lag and correct everything and balance everything and weapon break everything and make the maps the stupendous maps. And just re-release them, because I'll play Black Ops 1 all day on my Xbox One, man. This game is so good. I'll talk to you guys today, man, a little bit about there's levels to this shit, right? I always like to say that. It's something I've been saying for a hot minute. But there's levels when it comes to your multiplayer, and I'm not just talking about this guy's trying to come up over here trying to be all like Rambo and shit. Like, come on, dog. Like, ain't nobody like a hero here. I can feel the spirit moving. I can feel it moving. I can feel the spirit moving all over me. I said a hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I said, man, that guy just got thanked by Jesus. That guy just got clapped by that corner camp over there, and I ain't want no part of that. I'm like, man, I don't want nothing to do with you. I heard a grenade go off. I'm like, man, let me tuck myself in this corner. Anyway, there's levels to this shit. By that, what I mean, and this guy's sneaking in here. I'm like, dude, come on, you gotta pass away. What are you doing? There's different people taking different experiences from this game. So I have a really good game on this. I'm very hard on myself when I play Call of Duty. A good game for me could be like an amazing game for somebody else, whereas a bad game for me might not even be like that bad for somebody else. Like or even it could be vice versa. You know, a good game for me might be somebody else's bad game. They look at me and be like, "Oh, word, you only got 40 kills though? You a bitch? Like I used to get 65 easy," which you know is probably not true. But hey, let the people live. But I'm looking at them like, oh, who's this guy? But there's multiple levels, man. That's the thing that I like, and you get it all across the board in video games, right? But I think in online shooters and online games, it magnifies that. So, you know, because like when you play, let's talk about like Masterpiece Melon when I'm playing through Mario 3. Listen, if you can't get past like World 7-2, you just can't get past World 7-2. Like you're just not that good. You're going to get frustrated. You're probably not going to be the happiest person on earth by doing that. But in terms of an online game, you could have a game where you go like 5-10, but hey, maybe you got that last kill that helped your team win it, and that's a ball-ass game for you. Or maybe there's some crazy stuff. I mean, Titanfall really embodies this pretty well, you know? I've had games of Titanfall where I'm like, yo, I killed it this game, and I look at the final score, and I'm like, I got killed this game. It's a big difference. And there's vice versa too. There's times when I've like look at my final score, I'm like, word, like I did all that, like, damn, I was in that Titan all day. Right. Same thing with Call of Duty. You know, I just want to put up this firing range game over here. There wasn't too much of the thought process behind that. But in this game, you know, I have a really good game. To me, it's a pretty good game. But there might be somebody on the other team who didn't do, you know, all that great. Like, you know, maybe you went like 13-17. But considering like the onslaught that he received from our team, that's a pretty damn good game. I've had negative games before where I consider them pretty good. I have like a Titanfall game, and this guy popped me right there. I thought I could do a tipsy-turvy turn and rule on him. I had a Titanfall game that I named with Great Loss, and I might put it up at some point. I don't like putting L's in a channel. It's a little bit different when you have like a YouTube channel. Like, people don't really like watching you lose, or at least that's my perception of it. I have posted games, you know, for Manic Mondays previously. I posted some Tight Tuesdays where I've lost just to prove a point, and man, did I prove a point. My knife in that guy's heart. I proved the point that I'm about that life. That's basically what I was trying to prove right there. And by coming out over there and throwing that flashbang, I proved the point that I'm also a moron. So I managed to cover 2 big points over there in one sequence. Pretty good. But there's different levels that you get to this kind of stuff. And it's interesting, you know, because it's in a very competitive environment, but there's just different levels of competition for different people. Once again, I'll use my Mario example. I just don't feel that somebody who isn't good, for example, at Mario, would feel as accomplished, you know, just getting a World 7-2 and being stuck there as, say, somebody who isn't too good at Call of Duty and doesn't have a great game. I think that person has a better chance of being like, hey, listen, I didn't have a good game, but I did 1, 2, 3, and that was pretty good. I don't think anyone plays Mario is like, hey, man, I ain't past 7-2, but shit, I killed the crap out of this level 6-1. I don't really see that. I don't see that, and that's kind of like the difference, you know, one of the things that makes multiplayer games catch on so well and allows them to be so versatile to different demographics, it's just that there's levels to this. Like, the people see things differently. And I hope you guys saw that 40-3 very differently. But that 11-13 on the other team, that could be a good game for him. I've been on that flip side. Well, I've been the 11-13 guy, and I'm like, shit, that was a pretty damn good 11-13. Hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Subscribe to the channel, like that video, all that hood side. Pass it on to a friend, un amigo, una amiga. Hasta luego.